Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. It is time for yet another obscurity in literature. And I hate to say it, but today's is actually kind of obscure for even me, because I honestly could not tell you where I first encountered Tobihachi's work. So Tobihachi is a graphic artist that deals primarily with animals and vintage clothing periods. So take of that what you will, but this is ni ko ge no tsu doi. I'm the only one home at the moment, so I don't even have anybody to translate for me. But right off the bat, you can see the color work is what probably got my attention, because I was in the market for like books with nice, Sengoku era samurai looking clothes. And I mean, I just got like the Ghost of Tsushima book for like a whole whopping $5 because the corners were dinged somewhere. I'm like, I know it was somewhere. You can't even see it. It's like there's a crease right there. Anyway, this book, if you haven't seen it before, also, just from a artistic perspective, if you just want to get some cool ideas, if you can get it cheap enough, because I know it had really crappy binding issues early on, there is just some cool stuff in here, but we can save that and talk about that another time if you really want to. Anyway, let's talk about Tobihachi stuff. Colors, samurai, and animals. And there's just a lot going on visually here, but you could say that probably about most of her work. But I want to say it was probably this piece right here that originally got my interest, when you got your samurai doggos, and I was like, that's pretty cool. Just the attention to the details, the colors, the accessories, and there's a whole lot of that throughout this book. And again, I was looking for just like samurai inspired clothing designs and colors, and then we have like full-on dog and fox samurais, and they're just really gorgeous. This is a bit of a departure for the kind of, works that I like, but they're so well done visually. I'm skipping huge swaths of the book because obviously we wanted to check it out yourselves, but they're just, the colors, the composition, the design, and even the book itself has like a really nice matte feel to it. Thick paper that doesn't kind of bleed through to the other side. It gives it a bit of a vintage texture, and it smells really nice too. But really got me thinking, it's like the perfect format. Now these are kind of cool that they're all like posing with their kanji in their name. And in case you don't know, they do have English translations for most of this stuff. Lots of foxes in this book. But again, they look neat. So knock the camera around a bit. And those colors. And I mean, I may not be the biggest cat fan, but even I have to admit there's some cool looking stuff in here. It's kind of neat. There's very few people, which I found surprising. Some of these, like, overly ambitious pieces kind of remind me of, like, Shie Nanahara's stuff, who, I don't know if you guys are familiar with her work. Maybe we'll have to show her books one of these days. I kind of lump them together with, like, a lot of these more modern artists that are going for a very visually distinct Japanese aesthetic, and I mean it works. It really makes for some vibrant, interesting pieces. We get into a monochrome section towards the back where we have, we can't forget the steampunk animals that start to show up later on. The steampunk fennec fox, because why not, right? I will admit, even I'm a sucker for those cats. Halloween cats. Come on. I mean, it's just like, I love the uniforms, and as somebody, who grew up with lots of military history books laying around the house, it has a certain kick of nostalgia to it. And then I see like backgrounds like these, and obviously you can see that they are very much CG. Good old corgis. Here's the black and white stuff. There we go. I thought this section was quite cool myself, where we get into each of the letters of the alphabet with corresponding animals, and it's all just like nice black and white line work. Makes me think of, you know, just the attention to the detail. Might it possibly have been done with a, you know, pencil and paper, pen and paper? I don't even know. F is for fox, but I'm not sure why there's a giant hamburger. That one I didn't get. Some of these I'm like having to think about myself. I thought J was pretty cool for Japan, as you got like Mount Fuji and stuff back there. The koi and obviously the jaguar. Your dog's getting excited. I mean, somebody might have just arrived home. So you can see here, lots of fun, interesting designs. Trying to take a closer look at the X, and we have got Christmas. I guess Xmas if we're gonna get really particular about it. Do have a couple of just kind of smaller pieces in the back of the book. Various animals, but what's really cool is we get these nice breakdowns. Now, obviously, you're going to need some translation software or somebody to help you figure out the meaning, but even just from an artistic perspective, getting an idea of how they put together stuff always impresses me, because there's just so much going on there. Just the technical aspects of laying it all out. I mean, and then you got like the cool line art. That is just cool looking. I can't deny it. And then as it gets slowly built up, is this kind of neat to see. And we have a quick interview in the back as well. And there you have it. So, hopefully something that looks of interest to you. And like I said, I have a couple other artists' books that draw and work in a similar style. Not the same kind of style exactly, but pretty similar. So if you guys are interested, we can post those one of these days. I am waiting for a couple of pieces that I don't know where I put, and I was waiting till I could find them so I could do a nice big long video like I did with that Bikurimon stuff. Even though maybe not everybody's interested, I'm like, I just have to get it off my chest. I want to talk about it, and you know what, it's my channel, so haha. You don't want to watch it, don't. But I mean, maybe you'll learn something, or at least discover a new artist, so I'm happy with that too. And with that said then, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye!